Oscar De La Hoya takes it too far. He begins to trash talk Canelo. Baby, you'll want baby. I know that. Alvarez. Things get heated. Out of nowhere, Canelo gets up because De La Hoya is hitting him with the battle rap personals. He said Canelo failed 2 drug tests. And Canelo, the whole time, you could just look on his face. He not feeling it. He not feeling this from De La Hoya. Up on stage, berating him. Up on stage, talking trash to him. And out of nowhere, Canelo got up. And he was looking for the smoke with Oscar De La Hoya. We got ourselves a fight. Oscar De La Hoya, you see how I keep looking at him? And Canelo was talking the whole time. And that's uncharacteristic of Canelo. You don't really see Canelo like disrespect or violate, but the whole time Canelo is trash talking. And then De La Hoya riling him up. Canelo's like, nah. And look, you see? You see that? Canelo's up. Canelo got up. And he starts approaching. And he's talking trash to Oscar De La Hoya, who's looked like hiding behind Tom Brown as a separator. So Oscar was talking all that stuff, and Canelo got up looking for the smoke. Crazy, crazy stuff. Now, De La Hoya, I mean, he's purposely trying to get under Canelo's skin. Canelo's not working with him. Make sure you guys follow me at BOXINGEGO1 on Instagram. Almost at 57,000. Use the links in the description to get to my Instagram. Ironically, the great Ego Stradamus strikes again. I posted this days before today. Today is May 1st. You guys can see on the screen. Last month, April 29th at 2:45 in the morning, you see the crystal ball. The great Ego Stradamus made a prediction at the end of last month. I said on my Twitter, X, an interesting beef to keep your eye on this week is Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya. I have a feeling that that'll get chippy. So before we actually got to fight week, like the official fight week, which I consider to be Monday or Tuesday was the grand arrivals, your boy Ego made this prediction, the great Ego Stradamus. At some point, y'all gonna have to give me my credit, yo. Y'all gonna have to give me my credit. I keep getting it right. At the first press conference, they didn't really have any funk. Like everyone was being real nice. So me predicting this wasn't necessarily a given, because PBC could have pulled the plug where they didn't give Oscar access or let him on the podium. Similar in the Gervonta Davis fight, when De La Hoya said B-Hop lost a lot of his privileges because he touched Tank and things like that, and he was like instigating, right? And I predicted this. The first press conference didn't go like this, but I understand how this boxing game works. Canelo just completed his fight camp. I knew De La Hoya was going to be petty and start saying, crap to Canelo. That Canelo, he's about to fight De La Hoya's fighter. It's fight week, and you guys see it. The great Ego Stradamus strikes again. I even put the crystal ball in the tweet. Damn, I'm good. I put the Ego Stradamus crystal ball because I was so confident. Like always, these Ego Stradamus predictions will come true. And you guys see it. Canelo pops up. He mad. He yelling at Oscar De La Hoya. Post-fight, Canelo did do some interviews. He had nothing nice to say about De La Hoya. He, even at the press conference, he called him a ussy. Just put a P in front of that. We pushing P. Let me see you push a T. Right? He called him a ussy. And then push some P at the beginning of that word. And he not feeling De La Hoya. It is what it is. Look, he pulling up right now. And he's like, come on. And then the reporters were saying, Canelo looks serious too. The reporters were talking to Canelo after the fact, and they're like, hey, it looked like you were about to swing on De La Hoya. And Canelo reveals, I was born ready. He said, if he came closer or got in my space, I would have swung on him. These are the words of Canelo Alvarez. Wow. He says he's disrespectful. And so Canelo, he not feeling De La Hoya. He feels that De La Hoya has been disrespectful, is insulting him. And he basically like, I ain't tolerating that. Not on my watch. You're not finna throw smut on my name, throw dirt on my name, and, you know, keep insulting me. And this was easy for Igor Stradamus to predict, despite they didn't have any real issues at the first press conference. De La Hoya is petty. And it's funny because the race fans, they say that Al Heyman is the cancer of boxing and things like that. Canelo in shape too. Canelo in monster shape. He looks like he's in some real deal shape. But the race fans, they said that Al Heyman is the worst thing for boxing and the cancer of boxing and things like that. And you have a Mexican fighter from Guadalajara, Mexico. And is he sea walking? You got a Mexican fighter who's English and Spanish speaking. And then you have his former promoter, Oscar De La Hoya. I do believe. And he speaks Spanish and English, Mexican American. And he's telling you he can't stand him. Meanwhile, he's saying Al Heyman really cares about his fighters and I respect them and they're treating me well. But he's getting ready to swing on his former promoter, Mexican American Oscar De La Hoya. So it's clear he don't really like De La Hoya. And ironically enough, when it comes to Jaime Munguia, he don't really seem like he has ill will towards Jaime Munguia. He's just looking at it as like it's a fight. It's my job. He don't really have beef with Jaime Munguia from what I've seen. Munguia is not trash talking. Munguia is just kind of, you know, just an opponent he has to fight. But Canelo, from what I'm seeing, he looks lean. He looks like he's going for speed. He's better defense, faster hands. And clearly, you know, he's just more veteran and more fights at this division. I think based on Canelo not liking De La Hoya so much, he really is not going to want to lose to a Golden Boy fighter who is co-promoted by Oscar De La Hoya. So Canelo's going to do everything in his power. You know, Munguia will probably have to sleep him like lights out and like debilitate him seriously, because I know for a fact Canelo, with his disdain for De La Hoya, he is not going to want to lose to a De La Hoya fighter, because De La Hoya and him already don't like each other, and De La Hoya would be talking so crazy if that happened. So Canelo's the favorite for a reason in this fight. He looks like he's in dang good shape. He has the extra motivation, and he's incentivized by his rivalry and his ongoing beef with De La Hoya. We'll see how the fight plays out. But just what I told you guys, man, the best in boxing, Igor Stradamus, the information I give, oh, so reliable. It's so reliable. Canelo Alvarez and De La Hoya almost get into a physical confrontation. I seen this a mile away. De La Hoya, he need to release the Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia numbers. They said 10 days, and we still haven't even seen the numbers to that. De La Hoya he mad that Canelo left. Let's just be real. Canelo left. You mad that he left and he making money with other people. You resent PBC, so you're just pulling for your guy. And Canelo failed a drug test when he was with Golden Boy, and you didn't say one word about it. But then now that he's not with you, you're bringing up the failed drug test, which is true. He did fail a drug test. See, for a person like me to bring it up, it don't matter because I brought it up before, during, and after. De La Hoya is clear. It's like a scorned ex-girlfriend that they're only bringing up these things after the fact, now that Canelo's no longer with you, right? Because you still did the Golden Boy, still did the Golovkin 2 fight right after Canelo failed the drug test, and they weren't highlighting his failed drug test. Now that Canelo Alvarez is not with you, it's something else.